Live from Studio CWI, it is Apples for Adjuncts. And now, please welcome your host for the evening, Micah Shoffley.
Welcome to the show that shines a spotlight on those that don't often get it, Apples for Adjuncts. We're going to have a great time tonight. Before we get into our games, let's meet our contestants. Contestant number one, Professor Shauna Donahue. Shauna, would you care to tell us what you do here at CWI?
I teach photography and love doing it.
Awesome. And our second contestant is Professor Dan Garrity, our last second stand-in. Professor Dan, would you like to tell us what you do here at the College of Western Idaho?
I used to be an adjunct. Now I'm full-time here, and I actually got to do an observation of Shauna's class. And I'm telling you, we're very, very lucky at the college to have these kinds of adjuncts here. You're awesome.
We're going to have a great time with these two professors tonight. We're going to play 3 different games. Our first game is called Adjunctually. This is a trivia-based game where our contestants will have a limited amount of time to give the correct answer. If you guys think you have the correct answer, you'll raise that little paddle right there. I'll call on you, and you can give me your guess. If you're incorrect, no blocking. This is not a contact sport, but you know, if the passion overtakes you, I'll let it happen. All right. But if you think you have the right answer, if it's incorrect, your opponent will have an opportunity to guess. Some of the questions will be the closest answer wins. You will both have an opportunity to answer. Sound good? Ready to go? All right, let's get into our very first question. This should be an easy one to get you guys warmed up. Okay, question number 1. What is an adjunct? Shauna, you were first.
Contingent faculty, so someone who they are hired at will from semester to semester. They may not have a job in the following semester.
All right, that is correct. Points on the board for Shauna. I would expect you to know that one, so it's pretty good that you do know that one. All right, well, Professor Dan, let's see if you can get caught up in this second question. All right, question number 2. Closest answer wins. You will both have an opportunity to answer, but it's still a good idea to get that paddle up first. How many community colleges are there in the United States? Professor Dan.
1,419 community colleges.
1,419. Very specific. All right, Shauna, what's your guess?
I'm going to go the opposite route. I'm going to say 4,000.
4,000. All right, the correct answer is 1,167. So, Professor Dan, you are correct.
On the board,
points on the board. Well done. Let's keep it rolling. So, question number 3. What are Idaho's 2 largest community colleges? 2-part answer. Shauna, you're first.
CWI.
Gotta be.
Yeah. And CSI.
CSI. That is incorrect. Dan, you have an opportunity
So
to
CEI
answer.
is pretty new, so I'll say CWI and NIC.
That is correct. College of Western Idaho and Northern Idaho colleges. Now, our next question, rolling straight into it, based off of that last one, where are the main campuses of these colleges located? Professor Dan?
Coeur d'Alene and Nampa.
Oh, good save. Good save. I was going to get you on that technicality. I'm in the grading seat now, so I figured I'd take an opportunity there. But correct. That is correct. Points on the board for Professor Dan. All right. Shauna, you feeling good?
Yep.
You got to catch up to him now. He just took the lead. All right. Let's see what we can do. Question number 5. How many counties does CWI offer classes in? It may not be as many as you think. Shauna?
3.
That's correct. Canyon County, Ada County, and Elmore County, where I hail from.
Oh, Mountain Home.
Mountain
There
Home
you
is
go.
where I hail from. A few classes are offered down
I
there.
like this game. You learn things in this game.
We're at college, we teach things. I figure we should teach a little bit, yeah. All right, question number 6. How many different buildings does CWI teach out of? Closest answer wins. You both have a shot at this one.
It's around 400.
Okay.
A lot. I'll say 6.
Run through that list in your head, that rotary, those different buildings.
I'm going to say 5.
5? Okay. The correct answer, and when I researched this blew my mind. 19.
Holy mackerel.
19 different buildings. So Dan, yes, by a hair, you are closer. You do get the points. All right, this is our final question before we move on to our next game. Closest answer wins. How many adjunct professors are employed at CWI?
Our boss would know. Jim Gatfield would know. I think it's going to be a big number again. Whatever you say, I'm just going to price as right.
Just going to price this one up or one down. Oh, we do count it if you go over. It's just closest. Don't go too crazy. I don't want to do math in my head.
I'm going to say 250.
250, all right.
251.
251. Okay. The correct answer is 248. So, Shauna, well done by 2. Just edged him out. That is a great, what a good
You
job.
had said 2,000, I would have said
Well, well done. That brings us to the end of our first game. Let's see exactly what the score looks like. Let's send this over to Lucas Appleseed to see how we're looking.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a very close battle here. Professor Dan at 4 and Shauna at 3. And now we will be going into a break. And in this break, you will see some student-submitted videos for the Idaho State Commission.
I honestly love a fresh potato. I'm from Boise, so they taste just like home. Especially when they're pulled right out of the ground, because that's when they're the crunchiest for sure. And honestly, there's no meal prep either. You just grab one and go. Wait, you can cook these? And apparently you can cook them too. They're amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. We're going to get into our second game. Professor Dan currently has the lead by 1 point. It is 4-3. We're going to see if he can keep that up in this next game. Is it rotten? Now, each of us on stage, myself included, are going to give a 2 truths and a lie statement. And the others on stage are going to have to identify what the dirty, rotten lie is. Less about trivia and more about reading the other person. So we'll see how good of a liar our professors are. All right, you guys ready to go?
I think you are one of the most trustworthy people I know.
So I'm gonna give off Professor Dan's 2 truths and a lie, and you are gonna try and identify what that lie is.
Got it.
Yep. All right. So for Professor Dan, he has met Oprah. He has jumped out of a perfectly functional airplane, and he has taught at 5 different universities.
I'm going to say he lied about Oprah.
I did not lie about Oprah.
Oh.
Professor Dan has met Oprah.
I
That's
was on the Oprah's show.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
You have to refer to her as the Oprah, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Some sort of overlord. Wow.
Wow.
That's impressive. That's quite a name drop from Professor Dan there. But
Minor in name dropping.
do they offer that here? Can I take that? Can I switch? Graduate next year. Might be a little too late for me.
So what was the lie?
The lie was that
I've not taught at 5 different schools.
Oh, okay.
Right.
that was the lie. But yeah, all right, Shauna, we're going to give yours now. Professor Dan is going to have to
Bring it.
guess. All right. So I sang solo on the main stage at the Morrison Center.
You have a wonderful voice. That's possible.
I have dinner with 6 of my classmates from first grade regularly. I am a certified rescue diver.
I'm going to say, I want the truth.
You're trying to find the lie.
Oh, there's only one lie.
Only one lie. Which
you
one of
are
those is the
not
lie?
a certified diver.
Not anymore.
Oh, he got it. Well done, Professor Dan. Professor Dan's gotten enough of those. My dog ate my homework. I crashed my car into my laptop.
Right.
That's why. So he's perceptive. You've been doing this a long time. You're very perceptive of these lies. Well done, Professor Dan. All right. Now we're going to change to me. All right. So you both are going to have an opportunity. You're both going to be able to guess as far as which of my 2 truths and a lie are a lie. All right. All right. My first one. I am a 4th degree black belt in Taekwondo. I have taught a collegiate level class. I have 5 brothers and sisters.
I'm going to say you have 5 brothers and sisters.
That's the lie.
That's the
I'm
lie.
guessing that is the lie?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say the lie is, although you would be a good teacher, I think that is the lie.
That is the lie. I have never taught a collegiate level class. I do have quite a few siblings, and I am an instructor in martial arts. That's the only class that I've actually taught. But well done. All right, so after that performance, we're going to send things back over to Lucas Appleseed, and we're going to see how we stand with the score before we get into our third and final game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 games down, 1 left. Professor Dan running away with it at 7 points. Shauna, 3 points. You are watching Apples for Adjuncts live from Studio CWI.
All my research has brought me to Milo, Idaho, where I'll only have tonight to find Spuddy Buddy. People claim that Spuddy Buddy is a mythical potato that when eaten will taste just like home. My goal is to test that theory out for myself.
Potato skins? He's nearby.
Sadly, the sun started to set and my time to find him ran out.
Well, unfortunately, no Spuddy Buddy. At this point, I don't even think it's real.
But deep down, I know he's real and I will find him someday.
From the highest peaks to the lowest valleys, from the city to the fields, Idaho will always feel just like home.
All right, we are back for our third and final game, Back to My Roots. We're getting back to the roots of College of Western Idaho with some trivia about Idaho. Now, you may notice that Shauna is actually on stage alone now. Professor Dan has been ushered off to a secure location where he will not be able to hear her answers. Each contestant is going to have the same 5 questions. They're going to be able to answer those in rapid fire. All of these questions are worth double points, so it's still anyone's game. Shauna's behind by a little bit, but she still has a shot at this. So once we're done with this game, we're going to announce the winner, and we're going to see which of these 2 professors is our awesome adjunct. Shauna, how you feeling?
Great.
Feel all right? All right. You ready to get started?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Question number 1. When was Idaho founded as a state?
Is a state 1890.
Question number 2. What is Idaho's state bird?
Mountain bluebird.
Question number 3. What city was scheduled to be the capital before Boise?
Lewiston.
Question number 4. What is Idaho's largest national monument?
Craters of the moon.
Question number 5. Who was the first president to visit Idaho while in office?
Jimmy Carter.
All right, those are our 5 questions. We're going to usher Dan back up onto the stage, but if you think that you know those answers and you think you're smarter than a college professor, in the comments, those of you who are viewing, in the comments, why don't you write those in? And we're going to welcome Dan back to the stage. Dan,
What did I miss?
you missed Shauna going, I'm going to say she did pretty well. I can't give it away, but I'm going to say she did pretty well. Shauna, how do you feel like you did?
Pretty good.
Feel pretty good about that. She may have caught you. We'll see how you do on this one. All right, Professor Dan.
I'm a newcomer to Idaho, so let's see.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right. Question number 1. When was Idaho founded as a state?
1800s, 1878.
All right. Question number 2. What is Idaho's state bird?
Idaho has a state bird. It is the eagle.
Question number 3. What city was scheduled to be the capital before Boise?
Caldwell.
A rapid switcheroo. Question number 4. What is Idaho's largest national monument?
Idaho's largest national monument. Lake Coeur d'Alene.
All right. Final question. Question number 5. Who was the first president to visit Idaho while in office?
Whew. Reagan.
All right. That's the end of our questions. We're going to find out the winner. That is it. Lucas Appleseed is going to come on stage, and we are going to find out who our awesome adjunct is. Lucas, what you got for us?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very close game on our hands. Dan, you are sitting at 7 points. Shauna, just beat you at 11. Congratulations, Shauna. There you
Well
are.
done, Shauna. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And thank you to both of you. Thank you guys so much for watching today. We have been Studio CWI, Multimedia Storytelling Com 268. Be sure to join us next year.
Hey, won't the audience want to know the right answers?
I guess we'll have to put those in the comments.
Yeah, what?